Leo, welcome back for your May reading. If you're wanting to make a booking, you can go to the link directly below. I'm pre-recording these due to internet not being fantastic at the moment. But I will do the live twin flame video via my mobile and use my own credit. Now, you guys have got some interesting energy going on. It's almost like you feel something's coming and then your instincts are right there. Your instincts are on fire this month. You're very in tune. You're very receptive to the energies around you as well. And I just feel like you can sense something coming. You know what it is. You can sense it coming. So if you have something in mind, the answer to that is yes, you're correct. So please do follow your instincts. I can feel you being very nervous about this. That's really interesting because I was thinking maybe some of you might be pregnant and yeah, go to the doctors. I'm just saying. Now, there is a frustrating energy around you where you're just going, look, will you just back off? I'm doing some processing. We are in a shadow period at the moment. There can be ailments, triggers, situations going on that are cropping up from the past. Now, whatever has not directly been dealt with in an assertive manner, be super cautious because we're moving through an aspect of ego at the moment. It's going to come up. So you need to look at it, quite cautiously. It's not all of you are going to be pregnant, obviously, but it can be the birth of an idea, but it's got health-related dynamics in this card, so it depends on who you are. I mean, if you're a male, obviously not pregnant, so it depends on, it could be that you've gotten someone pregnant. But again, it's more, we'll get into it. Don't stress. Early days, yeah. I'm reading for a lot of you. There can be family-related dynamics going on, though. You're doing the same thing, yet you're wanting to build a mountain. Now, this same thing isn't the issue. It's an external situation that's creating the issue. Now, there are some emotional blocks that we're directly dealing with this month, but it's almost been like a necessity that the retrograde period and moving into the shadow period has been necessary. And that's because if we don't move it, we're moving forward with a heavy weight. And where you'll find that block is key to what is going to be enhanced in your life at this point in time. So if it's directly connected to love and you have a wall up, then that aspect's going to heal. It might look messy, but that aspect's going to heal. If it's at an employment level and you're craving something and you're wanting something to be different, again, that's going to be a trigger point too. But again, your mindset connected to these areas and where the blocks have been are going to be completely relevant. For you guys, there's two cards that are giving me the inclination that is definitely connected to family, that there is a block on the family dynamic. So what you think family should look like and how family looks and how you directly feel about that is definitely going to come up environmentally or emotionally speaking. So this can be conversations that you're going to have, feelings you have, childhood-related dynamics coming through, but very much a lot of purging going on there for you guys. Home. Yeah, family and home. Okay, it's causing a block, making you feel that from wherever you are, be it in your past or in a home, it's reminding you of what you had wanted, what you wanted to manifest. But now you're saying, okay, well, now that I've learnt that and I feel that, is that relevant anymore? So it's really us appreciating the fact that we are different people today than what the block was, than where we are. So it's an assessment as such that we're doing. Not only some tower moments have happened, and things have changed in a sense of a dynamic, but directly speaking, we have through that process. Last year definitely was 3D situations transpiring. 2016 was lack of movement, lack of, building, and again, some towers. But definitely this is about a spiritual internal clean out, so to speak. So anything that's coming up in a trigger point, try to directly address it and move forward from that. So home related, again, family related, children related. If you are someone that has a child that's passed over, again, this energy is coming through saying they are with you. But definitely, you know, if you're concerned about your children and your family related dynamic, it can be connected to a trigger you had at childhood. So address that dynamic and understand your children are safe and protected, and deal with the childhood related issues coming through, because that's quite heavy for you guys this month. Okay, you're not really focusing on your health or the potential or the detriment. You know, you are focusing externally to yourself. Now, when we're purging, we need to take the energy and go back inside to dig to the situation, so that you can remove it and be at the best energetic vibration that you can physically have, you know, a very positive future. Because you're not focusing on what your needs are. You're looking outside of yourself for these solutions. So it can be you're focusing an energy on a partner, your children, your work, and it's like you've stopped looking at yourself or your health. And it's really asking you to stop and do that internal work to clear out the clutter. Okay, but if you're looking for physical problems, be it internally or externally, you will find them. So be careful. Try not to manifest them in. Okay, this card's in reversed. So if your intuition's telling you something, follow your intuition. Because it's basically, this card's about protection. So your children are safe, but you've got your energy in the wrong area, in a sense. Like, yes, you need to spiritually, internally heal, but use your intuition as well if you're concerned about family, loved ones, or self. Because it's like an area that you're physically... It might be where you're employed, your direct energy, pay attention. With your family this month, pay attention. You know, so don't place the attention correctly, but do the purging. That's what I'm saying. It might be that you need a different story for your life and that the way it is right now is not suitable. So something can be changed within it. It's a bit like a cake with a recipe. You know, saying you want a chocolate cake and you're making it vanilla. It's almost like you need to change a dynamic to get a better situation going. So this can be communication. It can be changing your routine. However you directly feel, you need to apply yourself to that situation so that you can have a better outcome. But look at the bigger picture as well as the situation directly as it stands and how it can be moved. If it can't, you may make an assessment and say, this no longer serves me. But that is directly what happens in your personal life during this purging process. Okay, you're having trouble making a decision about what you're wanting for the forward motion, how you want the story to look, how you want life to look in your picture. But again, this is a shadow period, so that's quite relevant. Again, your health, you know, don't get paranoid about your health too much, but if you're curious and you have some intuition, go and get it checked. Oh, pardon me. It feels as though you guys do have a future connected to, you know, something tactile. So either arts, expression, communication, or maybe you need to tap into those areas directly connected to these blocks in your life at the moment. And that's really what's going to help you move forward. You do have that attention to detail and you do, how do I put it? You have a very intelligent mind when it comes to looking at a 3D situation. Again, third card for health. Please go and have a medical checkup. Again, I'm not a doctor. It's just there's too many cards coming out to that degree. Okay, something within your life is changing. Again, this can be your emotions. It can be your health. I'm going to be right. Who's calling me at this hour? Rude. Probably my girlfriend in Melbourne who's going to want to watch this video. Okay, love. What's going on with love? I might be lucky. Now, Hmm. Okay. Definitely look at your partner's zodiac sign. Again, this could be a temporary energy of what's coming through, but there is discord at the moment. Now, that doesn't mean to say that something's ending, but the way in which you're relating. And that's what the shadow period's about. It's about highlighting those areas that physically aren't working so they can actually be more energetic during that time than lower in frequency. So, you know, there could be a given situation that's coming up this month where you really weren't prepared for, and you're kind of like, wow, why is this triggering me? Why is it upsetting me? Again, aspects of ego can be coming through. So we need to be cautious to not, you know, judge it too harshly when we're dealing with aspects of purging. This energy is shifting, so meditate on it before you jump the gun. Try and get that communication going. But if this has been an ongoing situation, this shadow period really highlights that, where we can say, hey, is this even working for me right now? So it'll depend on where it directly fits in your life. Now, there can be aspects where, you know, your partner could be super jealous and a little bit controlling, or it could be you're feeling that way. Again, it can be triggers connected to the ego, and how to balance and break that cycle. So if this is a common thing that you feel connected to a trigger, pause and think back to where the first trigger came from. That way the purging process will release so that the dynamic in the relationship can work better. This could be your partner's energy as well. And again, you can lead a horse to water, you can't make it drink, but you are accountable for your area. So if you do that and apply your energy differently, you'll get a different outcome. It can be that you or your partner, you're feeling, aren't putting enough work into it, and that you're doing all the work and it feels one-sided. And it's like the manipulation connected to it, or again, it's purging, the one-sided energy. Now, for you personally, Leo, there may be upheaval. Again, this upheaval can physically be that you vibrationally are changing, and how you directly, you know, connect with the relationship, work with the relationship will physically do a 360. But you need to try and keep the energy very neutral. Try not to come from that ego place where it's quite cross, but there's a possibility that could happen too. Now, your partner's really questioning the situation too, but they think they know how this is and how everything should be. So it can be a very stubborn energy coming in. Now, if you're thinking on this person, again, this can be a past tense energy. It can simply be that you're not focused completely, because this is a singular energy this month where we're going inside ourselves. So this energy coming through could completely be a block connected to a previous situation. So you're going to have to apply it directly where it applies, because as I said, there is mixed energy coming through. How we have that energy and how we directly deal with it is what's going to come through. So it can be a previous energy morphed into your current relationship, or merely you disconnecting and processing past tense situations with this partner or another. Love and light, guys. If you're wanting a booking, you can go to the link directly below. I'll try and do mid-month, but no promises because the internet's really not working. But the twin flame video will be done live. I'll talk to you guys soon.